We're down to the last few weeks of Circa Survivor. In the next 8 days, the contestants will have to make 3 different selections. One on Christmas Eve, one on Christmas Day, and turn right around and make another on New Year's Eve. Each one of those 10 implied entries is worth nearly $1 million.
You can't describe the feeling.
These holiday picks are going to change somebody's life forever.
We've had a lot of luck, some big sweats, some very close calls. Let's go! Let's go! We need this like we need air right now.
Everyone was rooting for me to lose.
Chance to win, it's coming to a close.
The quest for $9.2 million continues.
Here we are, it's Christmas Eve here at Circa Resort and Casino inside the sports book, and down to 10 entries left in Circa Survivor, down to the nitty-gritty. We have a very lively crowd. You can hear the roar on every single play.
Getting down to the crunch time Survivor. We have 4 weeks left, down to 10 people. I'm sad when football goes. I think there's 2 times a year, football season and waiting for football season.
Week 16A, Sunday the 24th, 6 of the 10 entries are all on the Denver Broncos, including both Bowtie Cabaret and Golden Boy. Bowtie Cabaret even brings his mom to Circa on Christmas Eve to watch the game with him.
I'm Kenny's mom, and I'm here to watch football, and this is a great place to watch it. Having a great time. I'm really looking forward to him winning, hopefully.
Game just kicked off. We got the ball inside the 10. We're going to score here, and we're going to week 16B. Denver's given up a couple of really good opportunities. Hopefully they can capitalize now, and our defense holds. Go Broncos. So what do you think? We're going to get the ball back and score right now? There's no hope. We need this. We need this like we need air right now. I don't have a lot of words right now. I mean, it's just, Cat only has so many lives, and I guess we use them all. But it was an unbelievable run. I'm so glad I got to do it with this guy, one of my closest friends anywhere. And I just, you know, next year we'll be back and hopefully we'll win it all.
Six out of the 10 had Denver, and 6 out of the 10 lose. There are just 4 contestants remaining. Each entry now worth over $2.3 million.
Can you imagine making it this far and then losing on Christmas? How devastating would that be? You're holding a ticket worth nearly $1 million, but hey, maybe you win and it's the best Christmas on record.
We're down now to just 4 here on Christmas Day. For our Survivor contest, the remaining 4 entries all have the Philadelphia Eagles today. They're going to be looking for the Eagles to fly, Eagles fly, and allow them to have a Merry Christmas here in our Survivor contest.
What the hell are you doing here Christmas Day? Just being a degenerate. Watching the Eagles, rooting on the birds, little birds.
The emotions are high. We got people in the pool wearing Christmas hats. Everybody's going bananas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Christmas Day, Merry Christmas to all out there. Nobody wants to get this far and then kind of not have any options. I know there was some holding out on the Chiefs for today, and then the Eagles, you know, luckily nobody did take the Chiefs, because that wouldn't have ended too well. You know, with Christmas and Thanksgiving being their own weeks, they just made it through yesterday and had to come right back with picks today. 4 teams on the Eagles. We're looking here now. I mean, so far so good for them. So Christmas and Thanksgiving kind of always just add that extra layer, you know what I mean? Because you just made it through yesterday, and then today you got to come right back at it. No time to regroup.
For Christmas Day, there are only 3 games to choose from. All 4 players choose Philadelphia, and they all pull through. We're now down to the final 2 weeks and final 4 contestants. Now that Golden Boy is eliminated, we'll see if the 4 remaining players decide to chop. Let's get to know each of the 4 remaining contestants. We know the remarkable story of L.A. Joneser. Sadly, his mother passed away just days before Thanksgiving. And then on Thanksgiving, he picks Detroit and thinks he loses with Detroit, only to discover that he accidentally picked Green Bay by mistake, and he's still in the game and one of the final 4. Indiana Jets is so superstitious that he will only watch games in his room by himself with a hoodie on pulled so tight over his face that he can hardly even see. Then after the game, he comes down to socialize with everyone else. Circus Master is a big personality from Texas, and he's become the mentor of the 4. The nice thing is they've all become close through this incredible experience. Jax Jags is 1 entry split between 2 longtime buddies from Jacksonville. They made it this far with just 1 entry. They fly to Las Vegas from Florida after work on Fridays to sweat the final few games at Circa.
Here we are back at Circa, week 17, Survivor, Jax Jags, Kyle, Corey. We have the Colts today, need a big win, survive and advance for the last week.
Let's go, Minshew.
Let's go, Minshew. Get outside. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think we met in 10th grade.
Yep.
High school, we went to high school together, obviously. He came over to the school I was at, and we were both Gators and Braves fans, Jaguars fans, so just kind of developed a friendship and been friends ever since.
You guys start with 1 entry?
1 entry, you got it.
Bring it all the way down to the final 4 with 1 entry.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. We've had a lot of luck, some big sweats, some very close calls, but we've made it this far and just hoping to go 2-0 the last 2 weeks to survive and advance to the end.
One of the final entries, 2 guys from Jacksonville. They'd have to be back at work every Monday morning. Now imagine watching all that football on Sunday, hoping your team gets through, but you're on a flight back to your job first thing Monday morning.
We're actually flying back right after this game. We have work responsibilities we got to go back for, and we might be coming back out here next weekend. So we'll be celebrating on the plane, hopefully, as long as the Colts win. Let's go! Let's go! We survived, we're ready for the last week. Hopefully we go 20-0, survive and advance to the very end. This contest has been a complete roller coaster start to finish, and I can't wait to get to next week and hopefully find 1 more winner.
Yeah, 1 more sweat.
The 4 remaining players have agreed to a chop. They have decided to divide $7.2 million of the $9.2 million evenly and continue playing for the final $2 million. So each entry remaining has assured itself of getting close to $2 million. They were able to do this since Golden Boy was eliminated.
The fact is, if I was in the Final 4, there still would have never been a chop happening.
So getting into this last, Final 4, the chop talk really started to heat up, and we met with the other contestants, not directly, but through our proxies, and we ended up coming to an agreement where we all would walk away happy no matter what happens this last 2 weeks. Hopefully, again, want to be a winner, but at the end of the day, we're all walking away with money in our pocket, and can't thank the other contestants and the proxies enough, along with Circa, for running a hell of a contest.
We get to now, and the talk of the chop comes back, and apparently it worked. So they're playing for 2, they're chopping up 7, 4 people left. Congratulations to them all.
3 of them have advanced already right now.
Oh yeah.
The 3 of them are through. 1 of them's on Denver right now.
One of them is sweating this game right now.
Yep.
The sweat is real.
But we got L.A. Joneser over here. He's got the late game with the Broncos, so there's still going to be a big sweat.
3 already won. I'm on Denver. I'm the last one to make it to the last week.
How you feel?
All right, either way, I wanted to go last. I wanted to see what everybody else did. I bet on all their teams, so
You're feeling good?
feeling good. I got a little hedge on Denver, San Diego, so no matter what happens, it's been like awesome.
Yeah, one of the beauties of Circa Survivor is that you know who everyone has left. So you have an ability to try and take as late a game as possible, and that last week you can just hedge your way through the day and be able to take what is already an entry that has made you money and very valuable into more and more money as you go.
Yeah, I still want to win, but if I don't, yeah. Free rolling anyway, so.
Free rolling anyway,
Yeah,
you feel great.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing here. Second to last week of the season, and all Circa survivors are here inside the sports book at Circa. Pretty awesome to see them all come together. They're all talking, they're all learning from one another. Obviously, excitement levels high. Actually, we got last year's Survivor winner in the house too. Just here to watch the sweats of everybody else, which is cool.
Being here today, the 4 participants that are left, the 4 entries left, I mean, of all people, I mean, I know what they're going through. It is absolutely incredible. You can't describe the feeling. There's no easy games. It's an incredible sweat. It's life-changing money. It's real money. I hope they all get to the finish line.
Mike, everybody threw on Christmas. They all played the same team. Eagles advanced, and so here we go. Circus Master, Indiana Jet, Jax Jags, LA Jones are the final 4. Browns, Texans, Colts, and Broncos. 3 already through, looking like the Broncos are going to make it as well, and we will head to week 18 to decide it all.
Yeah, LA Jones got a 10-point lead heading into the second half here for the Denver Broncos. They played well in the first half, should hold on. Nice for all the competitors to take something off the table with a chop here, and now the opportunity to monetize these entries with something in your back pocket.
Yeah, definitely still a ton of money to be played for in week 18. While they did all guarantee themselves a nice payday, there's still 7 figures up for grabs as we head into week 18.
$2 million, not a bad way to celebrate the new year.
So you see Denver over my shoulder. 3 in, Denver's gonna win. 4 people. Watching the games the last week, knowing 1, that you're now a millionaire, but 2, you got a shot at another couple million. There's nothing like it. I mean, can you imagine what's gonna happen next week? I mean, they're playing for $2 million still. It's good to know that you won, but you want the belt, like Aaron Rodgers used to do. Give me the belt.
There you go, Mike. Last week of the season. Last week, all 4 Circus Survivors made it through with 4 different selections. Today's a little different. 2 on the Bengals, 2 on the Raiders.
Yeah, this foursome has been the whole story since Christmas Eve. They advanced. They picked different teams, same teams each week, down to 2, but 2 look like they're in the house here with the Cincinnati Bengals, and 2 still have a sweat with our Raiders.
We just put champagne on ice. We got, well, Jax Jags is not here.
He's the only one.
They're coming next weekend for the check ceremony.
Yeah.
And Indiana Jet is currently holed up in the routine, in the hotel room, watching the game. So when Indiana Jet comes down, that's when we're popping champagne. That means we know we've got someone that went undefeated in Circus Survivor 2020.
20-0, 20-0.
After the win, Indiana Jet finally emerges from his room to come down to the sports book to celebrate.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much, man.
Put 20-0 in Survivor.
That's crazy. That's unbelievable.
Not easy to do.
Not easy. Not easy.
9,000 plus people in it. You're one of maybe 4 left, but you're done and you're through 20-0.
Feeling good right now. Feeling really, really good.
All right, let's have a toast to the first 2023 Circus Survivor undefeated winner in the house, Indiana Jet.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Congrats, buddy. Congrats, guys. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Greg Jones still here. He's got a sweat.
You want all zeros?
Yeah, let's wait.
I want to
you
go
want to
all
do it
zeros.
now? Yeah,
no,
all zeros.
if you want all zeros, let's post this thing in all zeros.
All zeros.
All zeros.
LA Joneser sweats out the final seconds of the Raiders game.
Yes! One more.
Just one more. Fist bump.
Why did they play that soft ass zone? Is that it? No flag? That's it, buddy.
The Raiders come up with the win, and LA Joneser also goes 20-0 in the contest. And just like that, the contest is over.
Congrats, man.
To the 2023 Circus Survivors, we got LA Joneser right here, Indiana Jet right here, undefeated, both 20-0, split it, 9.267 million. Let's go! Congrats, guys.
Thanks, man. Thank you so
guys,
much.
you guys were incredible competitors. The way you guys worked it out, the way you got into this forced marriage, you are now part of our family forever.
Great.
As you guys already know.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So what are you gonna do with the big tech?
You know, I don't know. I think the first thing I have to do is update my Tinder profile.
You and the big check, right?
Me and the big check.
I feel like that might help your cloud on Tinder a little bit, buddy. You're gonna be feeling pretty good.
We'll see. We'll see.
Hey, buddy, we'll see you at the tech ceremony on Friday. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys.
What do you know, buddy? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now we know who the 4 winners of the contest are. Let's circle back with one of the contestants who didn't quite make it to the finish line.
So I entered the Circa competition, and obviously I'm known for the one rejecting the chop. When there was 13 left, all the 12s agreed to chop, and everyone was rooting for me to lose, right? I had hundreds of thousands of people on my Twitters and socials saying, yo, you're gonna lose, blah, 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 blah. I was like, this is what I do. I'm used to gambling big. It sucks I didn't win, but I'm very happy to have the opportunity to compete in this phenomenal competition. And I was on Twitter thanking or congratulating all the winners. There was no harsh feelings in me refusing to chop. It's just that, listen, this is what I do for a living. I understand why people would want to chop this competition, because you buy in for $1,000 and now all of a sudden you got multiple millions riding on a game. It's like, if it's their mortgage payments, whatever, it like makes sense to chop, right? But the fact is, if I was in the Final Four, there still would have never been a chop happening. And we would have been balls to the wall, playing for it all. I mean, that was the goal, obviously, all along. If I would have chopped, I would have chopped when there was 13 left. There's no difference. You play to a winner. Yeah, you play to a winner. Yeah, 100%. It's like in poker tournaments. When I get to the final table, sometimes people chop all the time. 4-handed, 6-handed, heads up. I've never once made a chop deal in any poker tournament. People have asked me, no, man. I have an edge, like, let's gamble, baby. I signed up to win. I'm a winner.
You're gonna do this again next year?
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait to show up to this competition again next year, make it to the end, where it's a $15 million prize pool. Then they all ask me to chop, and I'm just gonna be like, sorry guys, I ain't chopping.
I saw this when it started. I was still working in a book, watching it, going, he's on to something here. Everybody's done a Survivor contest that watches football. You've just done it via email, text, phone calls, all this other stuff. Here you get a flight to Vegas, you get to see a proxy if you live out of town, which I do, which turned into a great idea. It's a contest that's user-friendly for the customer. That's all you want. It's perfect.
Listen, this thing has become the biggest, Circa Survivor has become the biggest thing ever.
Oh my God, it's giant.
There was a time, not trying to big up myself here, but there was a time where I was kind of the only one talking about the contest when it first started.
Yep.
And now everybody's talking about Circa Survivor.
Wow.
They don't remember that, by the way.
Going to 10 million, right.
And now that it's big, and you know, there's workshops about it here at Circa. People strategize together about it. It's this massive thing. It's only going to get bigger, so.
I'm not going to come on here and sell you a dream. That's their job. But they're selling you a dream, and you can win it. You absolutely can. Getting to that last week, it's a real party in itself. And then the big checks. Who doesn't like taking a picture with the big checks at the end? It's the greatest.
I've been out here the last 2 weeks. Nobody knew about this, and I wanted to make sure everybody knew that I actually have friends. So I brought a whole crew with me.
The winners are making their way to the check ceremony to celebrate.
We're here, we're winners, it's an unbelievable feeling.
This is a pretty special night. This is the night, the opening of Super Wildcard Weekend, and it's really turned into a tradition for us. This is a great day. We get to have a lot of fun. Everybody that had all these sweats all year long gets to bring out their family, their friends, and they kind of get to see how much they put into this whole season. So it's a great night. I think for a lot of people that haven't been out here, usually it's like the family and spouses, things like that. They're a little overwhelmed. That's kind of what we want to do, is we want everyone to really realize how special all these contestants have been, and we really want to celebrate them. So tonight's the night.
This is a highlight of the whole contest for us, right? I mean, we're making 5 people millionaires, giving away $15 million here this weekend. And by the way, it's wild card weekend. And awesome, maybe the best weekend of the whole year to be here. So this is a culmination of a lot of hard work by Jeff Benson and his team, our marketing department, obviously, and a labor of love for dairy.
I'm sure the way things have grown, tonight's going to be a pretty special night where there's going to be a lot of popping of bottles.
I'm a millionaire.
That feels pretty good, right?
Feels pretty damn good. I can't say that now, yeah. Still ain't set in, but it does feel pretty damn good.
The Jags, Kyle Moats, and Corey Mentor, both from Jacksonville, Florida, our first of the 4 teams. Come on up, guys. L.A. Jones, Greg Jones, come on up, buddy. Yeah! A Survivor champion, $2 million. The entry of Circus Master from Dallas, Texas, Harold Gernsbacher. Come on up, Harold, our buddies, the Circus Master.
It's hard to imagine that 4 guys, 4 weeks, different picks. What is the math?
Congratulations.
The Indiana Jet. Come on up here, Robert. $2.3 million.
It's insane. Wow.
Unbelievable. You just chopped this thing 4 ways. What's it feel like to be one of the 4, right? Unbelievable. The guys were great. We've been friends for the last 6 weeks. We started trying to communicate. Everybody was real reticent, real hard. Everybody was charging towards the end, but it worked out. Couldn't have worked out better.
Hey,
20-0.
welcome to the family. 20-0.
20-0.
This is how we do it.
20-0.
Thanks for watching Circa Survivor, the quest for $9.2 million. I'm glad you were able to go behind the scenes with us as we lived through this incredible season. We just got out of our Champions Dinner celebrating all these winners, and now we're getting ready for 2024. Come on down to Circa. We bumped it to $10 million this year. Be part of this series going forward. Enjoy yourself. Let's go get them.